Chances are you've seen a squirrel recently, but it's unlikely to have been one of these. Brownsea Island, off the coast of Poole, is one of the last places in Britain to see a red squirrel. This year marks the end of a project to clear the island of rhododendrons, which have invaded the squirrel's habitat and threaten its food supply. Dorset Wildlife Trust has cleared its half of the island, and the National Trust, which owns the other half, has brought in contractors to clear the rest. Unlike the mainland, Brownsea is free of grey squirrels, which compete with our native reds for food and carry the deadly squirrelpox virus. Ranger Wayne Cooper explained how the shrub came to dominate the island.
The rhododendron grows really thickly, as you can see behind me, and it shades out all the light from the ground, and this doesn't allow any new regrow from any trees, but in particular the Scotch pine, which the red squirrel eat on the island. And so with the rhododendron covering the whole island, there was no new trees coming through and no food for the red squirrels.
Hope for the red squirrel rests with Scotland, the north of England, and isolated areas like Brownsea and the nearby Isle of Wight. Both promote themselves as being one of the last places to see one of Britain's most endangered animals. Helen Butler is the founder of the White Squirrel Project, a charity based on the Isle of Wight.
The way that the red squirrel could make a comeback from the brink is if we managed to have enough islands with enough trees on them, because obviously it has to have tree cover, keep reds safe on those islands, and then you would need to find a way of reducing the grey population. Culling on its own wouldn't work.
A report last year from Oxford University revealed red squirrel numbers have more than halved in the last 50 years. Only 1 in 6 red squirrels sees its first birthday. The Forestry Commission estimates there are 140,000 reds left in Britain, compared to over 2.5 million greys. Chief Executive of the Mammal Society, Marina Pasherko, warns that unless we act now, the red squirrel faces an even bleaker future.
It's looking pretty precarious at the moment, and without our help it will go extinct.
Marina says the work on Brownsea will benefit more than just squirrels.
It's always useful to do something like that. It's going to help an awful lot of other animals as well as the red squirrel, and those kinds of plants produce no food whatsoever, so they're not helpful. So getting rid of them is a benefit.
The message is clear. More work like that seen on Brownsea is needed to save one of our most endearing species from extinction.